Hey everyone, let me know if you can hear this. Now I'm going to let this run for a second here. Hello. Is that better? I'm going to let this run for a second here. There we go. I think we have sound finally. Oh man, I tell you, technology. It's great when it works, but man, when it doesn't. All right, so sorry about that. If you guys missed obviously you missed the beginning because the sound was not working properly. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, so I will delete that other video since there's not really any point in having that up. So I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. If you went out yard sailing, estate sailing, so on, please let us know in the chat. Let me delete this one real quick. We're letting people come in. Cancel and delete. Okay, that's deleted. All right, so yeah, if you found any cool stuff this weekend or you ran any trouble or anything like that, let me know in the chat. We'll talk about it. Hopefully we can figure it out together. But I did not go yard sailing or estate sailing or any of that good stuff because I mentioned yesterday it's just not that season anymore here. The locations are so spread out in my area, it just takes enormous amounts of time to go between them. Plus, I've obviously got a lot of genes I need to list. So that's what we've been focusing on. Karin has listed she's photographed over 60 pair since Friday in really less than 48 hours, which is pretty damn impressive. And actually, she was she went out of town last night for a quick trip and then came back this afternoon. So she wasn't even here for, oh, I don't know, probably 12 of those hours. So she's really been kicking into high gear. We are, moving ahead with those plans. I'm going to share some results with you here in a moment. I've been doing some graphs on my spreadsheet as well, which hopefully will visually make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what's been going on. So I will share those in just a moment. I'm going to let a few more people come in. So how's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? How's your weekend going? How are your sales going? How's your business going? Are you working on your business or are you working in your business? And that's a distinction I've been spending a lot of time on lately. Working on your business or working in your business. Hopefully you're working on your business and not just in it. But I know a lot of us feel like we have to trade all that. You got to trade time for money, which I get to some extent. But you need to find out ways to get beyond that so that your business can grow and you don't spend all your time working in your business. That's what, that's basically the employee mentality, not the business owner mentality. So, keep that in mind. Let's see here. I think we got about 9 people in the chat or in the viewing so far. So that's cool. Appreciate that, guys. Let me move my windows around here a little bit so I can interact with you guys a little bit better. Let's see. Just going to let a few more people filter in. And I was going to share some results and so on. What's up, Matt G? I'm assuming now you guys can hear me okay. Thank goodness. If you know what the title of this video is from, it's a movie reference, type that in the chat. It's not that hard. A little crackly, she says, from not here. So the sound, okay. Let's see. Hang on 1 second here. I'm just going to listen to it a second myself. The sound. I'm going to try this mic one more time, guys, and hopefully this doesn't knock anything out. But my normal mic, it was just not working properly. But I'm going to try it now and see if we can get this to do a little bit better. So let me know in the chat if you can still hear me. I'm changing to my new mic. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now on the other mic, can you still hear me? So let me know in the chat. Just type yes, we can hear you. That's all I got to type. Anything like that, just so you'll know, just so I know that it's going out. I'm not sure at this point. It's not easy for me to hear unless I turn up this. Just type yes, we can hear you. That's all I got. Yeah, looks like it is. Okay, good. Yes, way better. Great. It's so weird. This Blue Snowball mic I have, it works really, really well, but for some reason, sometimes when you have it plugged in and you start a Google Hangout, it doesn't want to work at all. It's so strange, but it's a great mic, but I still think there's either something wrong with it or something wrong with Google Hangout. Okay, so much better. Great. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, it's just sound. What are you going to do? Yeah, so, and I want to tell you guys too, I do not have a guest as of right now for tomorrow night. So I don't know if it'll be a Q&A or a call-in show, or, you know, or I will get a last-minute guest. I have somebody in mind, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it yet or not. So be on the lookout for that. I also want to let you know that I had a pretty long talk with Steve Rakin of Rakin Profit fame last night on Facebook for a while. And he confirmed he will definitely be a guest on the show in the future, as well as we talked about doing some other collaborative things together and so on. So, you know, that's going to be a lot of fun. Rakin's been in this business a long time. A lot of you guys probably know him. I certainly got to start listening to his videos just like many of you did, or watching his videos. And he's a good guy. I think he really cares about his viewers and his listeners, and genuinely wants people to succeed just like he succeeded. So we will definitely schedule a show with Rakin. I don't know exactly when it'll be, but sometime in the near future, hopefully. You know, everybody's busy, just like I'm busy. So it's just tricky to get the time set up with people, and it takes you a little while to chase them down. But, you know, it's worth it when you get them on, and, you know, they usually bring tremendous content. For those of you who don't know Steve Rakin, if any of you don't, Steve has a really successful YouTube channel, over 30,000 subscribers, and he has produced hundreds and hundreds of videos over the years on just a lot of different topics. But, you know, it all has to do with reselling and being an entrepreneur and so on, and lots of good information there. If you haven't got a chance, check it out. Great stuff over there on Rakin Profit. If you search that on YouTube, I think you'll find it. All right. All right. So what else? That having been said, let me, I'm going to try to share the spreadsheet update. If I can get that up and running. Okay. So that's there. All right. I'm going to do a screen share. This has been working. Hopefully it will continue to work. And oh, none of those. Nope, we don't want those. We want this. All right, let me go back to this. And let's see if we can get this spreadsheet up. And sharing. Okay, so you guys should see the spreadsheet right now, and see the some of my sales that I've had so far. Obviously, and not a lot here yet, because, you know, we're just barely getting into this. But a couple things I wanted to point out. We're up to 533 gene listings now. So we've already increased that by 18 from when we started back, what was that, 5 days ago? So that's getting there. Needs to accelerate faster. I'm definitely going to be listing some more genes today. We have spent a total of $605 on genes in the last, 20 some days. I don't have Karin's most recent round of photos in here, but this is actually going to be up over 60 now. So she's done awesome. I've listed 32, which I'm going to list more of those today. And sales, we've sold 18 for a gross of 368. The most important number I always tell you guys is this sell-through number over here. This indicates how successful you're being. I want to try to hit 1%. I've hit that one day so far in the last 5 and been short of it the other days. I do think it will pick up in the fall as we approach fall, because people go into gene, gene mode. They're thinking about getting rid of their old genes, buying new genes. And what ends up happening is that, you know, people are just looking to refresh their wardrobe, basically, and their wardrobe for colder weather. So my sell to list ratio is just how many sold divided by the number listed, which is pretty good. You know, like yesterday it was four sold, 16 listed. That's not a great total. I'd like to see this up over 50, but we have had a total of 3 defects so far. And defects are interesting because I've had success in the past in bundling defects together and flipping those locally. I will put the brand names. I'll create a Craigslist listing, a garage sale, or OfferUp, what have you. Create a listing, put the brand names in the body of the listing so that people who are searching or maybe have Google Alerts set on, you know, they're going to see it when those brand names come up. And then you just meet the person, and sometimes they just kind of pick through it, take a bunch. You know, you're probably only going to get about $2, maybe $3 a pair, but it's still better than necessarily donating them all in. And then, you know, if you feel happy with what you got out of them, just donate the rest. You know, that's what I like to do. I've had success with that in the past. You know, some of you guys may have a different approach to that, but you know, that's something you can try with jeans. It's just you know, list them on locally and then try to flip them out to somebody who is willing to buy the brands, and who knows what they're buying them for. Maybe they're buying them to sell them. Maybe they're buying them to, they got a store, they got a flea market, who knows? All right, so let me show you, let me move this. So here is my, let me see if I can get this to come up. So this is my listings total here. So you can see this graph is starting to climb. I'm going to try to find a way to put some of these together, but right now I'm up to 533, well, 521, 512, and just, you know, 5 data points, 5 days. Number bought, you know, I bought 30, then I didn't buy any, I bought 84, and then 0 the last couple days. And then sold, 3, 6, 1, 4, 4. I may try to put into like dollar amounts as a graph as well. So I don't know. I don't know how useful that'll be. I don't know if you guys find that useful or not. I think it's kind of cool to look at. It graphically represents, you know, what you're doing, which is kind of nice to see sometimes. Nice to see those lists go up, and, you know, nice to see those solds go up. It just kind of reminds you that what you're doing is working, and you know, it's not, I mean, it's not cold hard numbers the same way, but I don't know. I think graphically it's just kind of cool to look at. So anyway, that is my spreadsheet so far. And so, you know, it's coming along. Let's see. We got 16 people in the room. Wow. Thanks, guys. That's good turnout. Again, if you guys have any questions about what's going on in your business wise or your week, and, you know, or you just want to share how your weekend went, you know, how's it been going in terms of sales? How's it been going in terms of, you know, what you found sourcing maybe? If you were out at yard sales, estate sales, garage sales, please let us know what you did. So let's see what else here. And let me think what else I got. Today is Sunday, which is technically not a work day, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to work. So, you know, Karen's been working hard. She's really been kicking into high gear with these photos. I got to give her a lot of credit. She's probably done more photos in the last 2 days than maybe she's ever done in 2 days, I would think. And, you know, she's just been on it. So I got to give her a lot of credit for that. She's been phenomenal. What else have I got? Let's see here. Oh, if you guys have specific video requests and so on, let me know. I've got a offer to do a video for another website, and I'm probably going to do that, but I'm always looking for new content ideas, guys. I mean, sometimes there's only so many different ways you can say things, so you do end up recycling things. So A couple questions. What are you planning on doing with your website? That's a great question, King Flip. And there's a few things I plan on doing with it. I plan on, making it a source of information, just like here. It's going to have links back to videos. I plan on having a blog on it of sorts that will have articles and content revolving around reselling, being an entrepreneur, mindset, all the things that we talk about here. I also have some ideas about other content from other people, but I don't want to share all those right now because that's all still in flux in terms of what that's going to look like. And, some other things too. Sorry, that's probably vague, right? But ultimately, you're good. Come on in. Good grief. You don't have to be that quiet. But also I'm thinking about doing a podcast. I don't know would you guys like a podcast? I just thought a podcast would be nice in the way that it's a smaller file. You can download it to your phone a lot easier. They're great for trips and things like that. And they're just quicker. They're quicker to make, quicker to download, all that good stuff. So anyway, all kinds of things with the website, but more details on that as they evolve. Rebecca says, how do you store your jeans that are listed? Rebecca, if you go on to my channel playlist, you will see one. I think it's under how to, and it's how to set up an inventory system about jeans. I did an old one. I probably need to update it and do a new one. But it's basically not that complicated. There's an item number and there's a SKU location, and they're all just on a tag that I create, and I keep track of that on a spreadsheet and an eBay system. And then when I need to go find it, I just have fixtures and so on, and I know which fixture it's on and what location. I pull the jean, and there you go. It's but check on my how-to videos. It's on there. I could go into it right now, but the video does a much better job of explaining it. Bobby Reed says, just sold my first jeans, Lucky Brand, bought for $3, sold for $25. You are my jean inspiration, but I usually stick to dress shirts and ties. Your stuff is great. Well, that's cool, Bobby. Congratulations, man. Lucky Brand is a great brand. My favorite pair of jeans that I wear are Lucky Brand. I actually wore them earlier today, even though it's, like 784 degrees here in the South. But, yeah, Lucky is a great brand to sell. $3. $25 flip. What's that? Over 8X. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, that's a great deal. And Lucky's a good quality jean. I mean, they make a good jean. I've had that pair now for probably over a year and a half, and they were a little warm when I got them, and they haven't really worn anymore. So Lucky's a great brand to get, and a great brand to wear, and a great brand to sell. But congrats on that first sale, Bobby. Jeans are a great thing to add to your arsenal, and I'm glad if I could help you any way that you got some inspiration or assistance or whatever you got from me. Doesn't matter. I'm just glad it worked out for you. So, but guys, let me know if the whole podcast idea is something that appeals to me, and that would be something for the website as well. But I would need to get some equipment and so on and learn a couple things. I think I can do it with no problem. But the podcast would be great because they would be shorter blurbs. They would be more like, 7, 8, 10 minutes maybe instead of, 25 or 30-minute videos. They're much easier to edit, get uploaded. And, there's a lot of topics that I could hit in a quicker shot like that, the video is not as useful for. I mean, sometimes you just need the words, right? You don't need the video. You don't need to see my mug. But so I am thinking about podcasts as well. What else? There was something else I was going to share with you guys, and now I don't have it here in front of me. Yeah, I can't remember. It's old age is it's catching up to me. But yeah, things are going great here. There's Karen just ran the can you hand me that?
The defuzzifier?
So this is something Karen bought off of what, Amazon?
No, Walmart.
Or Walmart. This is a
it's not a bad thing if you get into jeans.
It's a sweater shaver.
It's a it's a sweater shaver. So basically what it does is it takes lint off of, well, whatever you how's this thing work?
Oh. It will take,
Oh, I see it.
It will take bumps and pilling off of bras, jeans, anything, sweaters.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So not a bad thing if you've got items, not even just jeans, if you've got items like sweaters or shirts, removes pills from wool. Yeah, they're kind of cool. I mean, they're a lot better than trying to snip it with scissors or clip it with or pull it with your fingers. I mean, that's a way to damage it. So how much was it?
Like $10.
So $10 at Walmart, you know, you can't really go wrong for that. She uses it from time to time. And there you go, a sweater shaver. Sweater shaver fashion outlook. I know, right? I mean, they just need to come up with a different name. I don't even know what that. I don't think when I think about shaving, I don't think about sweaters. And when I think about sweaters, I don't think about shaving. So sweater shaver, take off pills off of, you know, your clothing items, and it works for jeans too. So consider that. What else? I think that's really about it. I think that's about it, guys. I don't really have too much else unless you have any other specific questions, which of course you can leave. What kind of bulbs and wattage do you use in your lighting fixtures? Well, that's a Cowboy Studio light kit, and I believe they're all 5500s. They're all 5500K bulbs. That particular light kit has 5 bulbs in each stand, and you can turn them on and off individually. I'm actually missing one of the diffusers. I'm actually bought this off a friend, so I don't have the other diffuser, but it works great. I mean, you know, just the ability to turn off some of the lights can really make it, you can really get a nice shot of pretty much anything. We've never had any issue getting good shots. Karn actually uses it. Oh, I'll have to tell him about your big head. Karn actually uses it to take photos of our food. And, you know, we were on that Whole30 diet. Well, she was taking photos of the meals. And she recently took a photo of her face and with a before picture and an after picture. And you could see that she had lost some weight in her face and looked slimmer. And kind of a nice plus too that we didn't plan. She'd actually been on a boat doing deep sea fishing the day before or a few days before. And so she was tan in the after picture. So she looked that and the lost weight. I mean, it was just a striking difference in the two pictures. And she's gotten a pretty good following on Instagram already. But now she got featured on the Whole30 website. They actually featured that photo. And how many people have followed you now?
Like 100.
Yeah, she gained like 100 followers in
a couple hours.
You know, that's just the beginning. She'll probably end up gaining 1,000 or more before it. You know, so she's kind of cool. You know, so she's gotten all kinds of likes from. I think she's gotten way over 1,000 likes on Instagram. So kind of cool how social media can, you know, let people into your world sometimes, and you know, you can show people that can be done. So my budding social media star. All right, guys. So I think that's going to do it for now. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comment feed down below. Also, please hit the like button if you wouldn't mind before you get out of this chat room. I'd really appreciate it. It just takes a second. And, you know, you can subscribe if you like, of course, to Prof Sales if you don't already. The vlogs are just part of what I'm doing, but I do still have other content that's coming. So it's not going to be just a vlog now. But the Gene vlog is getting a lot of play, and it's getting talked about in the reseller community. So I do need to spend some time on it each day. You know, I'm excited about it. You know, sold 4 pair yesterday, which doesn't sound like a lot, and it's really not in the big scheme of things. But, there's been days this summer where I haven't sold any. So, 4 is pretty good. And that's the second day of 4 I think I've had recently, but it's gonna increase, and it's gonna get kind of crazy. And, I can't wait. And I hope that you guys are going to enjoy coming along for the ride. It's transparency. You guys are seeing all the same numbers that I'm seeing, not hiding anything from you, not sugarcoating anything. And, it'll play out however it plays out. And we'll just see how successful you could be just selling jeans for the most part. A lot of jeans if you have a lot of listings. Congrats on getting featured. Thanks for sharing. You're both doing very well. Thank you, Simple Joys of Life. We appreciate it. And you guys are awesome. I love the community here. I love the questions. I love the comments. I love the feedback.
We
And-
mentioned the married thing. That was kind of funny.
Did I mention that yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Karin was telling me, I can't remember if I mentioned this yesterday or not. Yeah, but someone posted a comment and said, we looked like a cute couple, and would we consider live streaming a marriage? I don't even know what to say about that. And so Karin asked me how much money I gave that person to put them up to that. And I did not do any such thing. But
Well, we did decide if we were to do anything like that, we would definitely wear jeans.
yes, so if we get married and we live stream it on YouTube, we will wear jeans. It'll be a jean-based wedding. I don't even know what that means, but so we'll see. How that works out. Live streaming a wedding on YouTube. I'm sure it's been done, so it's not like we would be the first, but
Not in denim necessarily.
but not maybe in jeans, not with a jean theme, and it's I don't know though if we could do that. How would we have time to list jeans and photograph and ship that day? But anyway, so all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for now. So take care. I hope your sales are great. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing, and I will definitely be talking to you guys real soon. All right. So until next time, it's Prof Sales saying good sales to you.